Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. It is April and it is Autism Awareness Month. And I have some ladies here, actually some professional ladies here from Florida State University. We've got Cassie Vanderplow. Did I say your name right, Cassie? I've only known you for I don't know how long, many years. And Dr. Amy Pollack as well.
Hello.
From FSU. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Autism Awareness Month. How big a problem is autism now? And how widespread is it? I hear some crazy numbers.
Right. The CDC just came out last week with new numbers saying that autism affects 1 in 68 children nationally. And
that was big news.
It is big news, and it's affecting more boys than girls. I think the number was 1 in 42 for boys. And what that translates for Bay County, with Bay County's population, would be about 1,500 to 2,000 children would potentially be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder just in Bay County alone.
And we have a 9-county broadcast area here too. So no matter where you live and you're seeing the show, it's still going to be a big problem in your community.
Right.
I know when my son was diagnosed many years ago, it was 4 in 10,000. Now, is this due to different reporting methodologies, or do you just think more kids are falling into that diagnostic category that might have been diagnosed as something else, or is it just becoming more frequent among people?
And there
or
are
all the above.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really a complicated issue because there are a lot of different things that you have to consider. And in more populous cities like New Jersey cities, in more condensed states with population, you're going to find more autism than you will in more rural areas.
And maybe better reporting too in those metropolitan areas
exactly.
as well.
So the data that they're pulling from maybe an overestimate of the disorder or an underestimate. We don't have perfect numbers right now, but one thing it does is gives awareness to the disorder, and we have better identification of the disorder. The average.
What exactly is the disorder? What exactly is autism? If if someone just parachuted in from Mars and they turn on the TV and they're watching this show and they don't know anything about autism, how would you describe it to people?
Autism is a very individualized disorder, which is really interesting about the disorder, I think, most. And it's characterized by deficits in language, social interaction, and engagement, repetitive and restrictive behaviors.
Now, if I'm a young mom who's watching this show, what should we be looking out for? What milestones should we be looking out for?
Definitely lack of eye contact, lack of social skills, social interaction, that kind of stuff. But like Dr. Pollack said, every kid looks different, and it's very individualized. So what we always say is, if you've seen a child with autism, you've only seen one, because they're just all of the kids, especially the ones that we work with, are so different. So, but definitely some of those social skills and eye contact is some of the early things, and then of course language. By the age of 18 months, they should at least have a decent, handful of words. I think it's like 10 to 20 words by 18 months, and so a lot of times that'll be a big milestone.
I know with our son, we noticed it was a loss of language that kind of alarmed us. He had a little repertoire of words, and he stopped using them, and then we noticed the eye contact and the gaze was totally different. That was the first red flag for us. So we don't want to, worry people, and we don't want to alarm them, but you do need to keep an eye on your children and make sure they're hitting those milestones. And your pediatrician will probably be the first place to start if you suspect something may be wrong with your kid. We got to run off to the local weather, but on the other side of that, I want to talk about some of the things that you guys do to help mitigate the effects of this disorder. And I think you have an event coming up tonight too that we need to talk about as well. We'll be right back after your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm, westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Dr. Amy Pollack and Cassie Vanderplow from Florida State University's, what's the name of the program again?
Early Childhood Autism Program.
Early Childhood Autism Program, or ECAP,
yes.
I've heard it referred to as well. Now, what do you guys do with ECAP to help these children? What's the whole thrust of it? Now, I know it's nonprofit, which is good. And it's the only nonprofit here in Bay County to help these kids.
The only nonprofit ABA service provider.
ABA service, right.
So the services that we provide are applied behavior analysis therapy, which is the #1 most effective medically necessary treatment for kids with autism. And we're really proud to do that. We have a master's program at Florida State where students are getting their degrees in applied behavior analysis to to come to Bay County to get this autism training and autism treatment. And we're also extremely grateful for the Adam P. Arias Scholarship for our students that come through the program to assist them with their master's degree at FSU.
Well, thank you for mentioning that, because I got to tell you, it's been something that's really made an impact on our lives, is the services that you guys provide, and the young professionals that go to FSU to learn how to deal with these type of kids. And it's you know, it's the very, very least that the Arias family could do to help you guys out. Who've helped, so much help to us.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not just us. The Butchkiss Foundation does a great job as well, and you guys yourselves have this event coming up tonight as well.
Yes, that's right. We have our 4th annual autism auction, and basically we're just trying to raise awareness, and also it's a fundraiser for our program. Like we said, it's nonprofit, so the funds that we raise tonight are going to all go toward providing more hours of therapy for the kids who can't necessarily afford to pay out of pocket for services, or they don't have insurance to cover it. So we kind of join forces with the Butchkiss Scholarship to raise funds for that program.
That's
so
right. Yeah, and there's a lot of need for this type of service, isn't there? Are you able to serve everyone who needs the service?
No, unfortunately, we almost always have a waiting list, and I think a lot of the other agencies around town do as well. As Dr. Pollock said, the numbers are just outrageous, that the kids that need help. So we do our best. We have about 30 clients right now. And like you said, the grad students that work for us, we have, I think, 16 on staff right now. So, you know, we do what we can for sure.
And that's a full workload. When you're working with a staff of 16, you got 30 clients. I mean, you know, do the math on that. And this is so intensive and time consuming that it's not like you're not flipping, you're not serving burgers.
It's all one-on-one, direct therapy. Yeah.
And we're really proud to be a part of this program. Both Cassie and I are alumni of the FSU ABA Master's Program, as well as our other coordinator. Her name is Nikki, and we all have come back to FSU to work here because we have such a passion for teaching applied behavior analysis, training students in this therapy, and working with kids in the community. And the money that we raised tonight at this auction, our goal is to raise $7,000, which would provide 350 hours to kids in Bay County that cannot afford services, and as Cassie mentioned, do not have health insurance to pay for it. And it's really important to get these funds and get services out there.
It is an expensive undertaking. And what's the future of the program? Do you see it growing?
Oh, definitely.
Or is there a sweet spot where you can only get so big?
Yeah, it's hard because we need, in order to get bigger, we need more full-time master's level supervisors. So right now we have Nikki and myself and Dr. Pollock as the director, but right now we're pretty good, but we're always looking to the future. We're always looking to, do more trainings, more outreach. So
okay, now how do I get a ticket to this event, or can I just show up?
You can show up. It's $20 to get in. At the door. You get your first set of tickets with your entry fee. There's food, and I think we have close to 100 items that are going to be.
Where exactly is it on campus?
It's right in the Big Holly building, the brand new big building, right there in the main. What is that room called?
The lecture hall, the Holly.
Okay, so lecture hall, the Holly building tonight at 6 p.m. Is that right? And just show up at the door, and you can get right in and help a worthy cause.
ATM on site. Yeah.
ATM on site. Oh, by the way. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You.
And thanks for all the work you do with our kids.
Oh,
thank you so much.
And we'll be right back after this Max Biz tip from Zenobia.
Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Waking Up with Don. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am super excited because we are right now here in the Max House Studios bringing you your Max Biz tip for today. All week long we've been talking about building your brand. Building your brand. Right now you should be feeling excited. You should have jump started to a new place in your brand because we've given you tips all week long. And today we're going to wrap it up on this Friday about branding mistakes. Branding mistakes. There are two very important branding mistakes that I see my customers, they come to me with, and I have to coach them through this process. Number one is picking your name. Making sure that the name of your company matches your brand. You want to make sure that your name is not too long, and also you want to make sure that people can actually pronounce your name of your business. Number two, Picking an ill-fitted logo, a logo that does not match your brand. You know, something that I do with my clients is I have them pick out a logo, and then you show test the logo. What that means is you'll get the logo and you'll present it to some people that don't know you, they don't know your company, they're not familiar with your face, and you'll ask them the question, by looking at this logo, what comes to mind? What do you think about when you see it? And if they hit it dead on with what you're wanting them to get or draw from that logo, then it's the perfect logo. Listen, it's Friday. We're excited. On tomorrow, we're bringing you the Max Lab business training. I have a flyer right here, building your brand. It starts in the morning at 10 o'clock, 10 to 2, building your brand. I would love for you to come. It's at 404 South Tender Parkway, Suite A. Suite A. You can also reach me at www.zenoviaandrews.com. Again, continue to press towards the max and build an amazing brand. Let's kick it back to Waking Up with Don.
Welcome back to the show. I am here with Heather Gaither from Metabolic Research Center, and I'm starving, and I haven't had breakfast, and you're making me hungry.
Surprise, surprise. This is a theme. You never eat breakfast.
That's right. So you brought me breakfast today?
I thought I would bring it today, yes.
Okay, so a little bit of chicken broth?
Yeah, absolutely. Mix it in with a chocolate muffin and some
walnuts?
And some walnuts, and we'll have we'll blend it all up. So good smoothie.
Oh, yummy. But, okay, I'm hungry, but not that hungry.
Yeah.
This represents some of the things you should be eating for breakfast?
No, not necessarily for breakfast, but last time we talked, I said that I would bring some samples of ideas of healthy foods that you could grab at the grocery store or have as snacks that were, you know, easy and portable and grab and go. So I just brought some ideas today. There's lots more. These just happen to be the things that were in my fridge this morning that I thought looked like would work. So first off, we talked about being in a hurry in the morning, and I just want to remind everybody that there's nothing faster than Mother Nature's Skittles.
Yeah.
Fruit is fast, it's easy, it's portable, and this is actually quicker than driving through and getting a egg muffin. Okay.
I grab a banana in the morning.
Right.
And I'll grab one and just throw it in the car.
And what I love about this is, especially, you know, oranges, apples, bananas, things like this, you can just throw them in your bag and eat them, literally. You know, they're ready to go. They don't need necessarily to be chopped or anything else. You clean an apple before you take it with you, you're good to go. So fruit is very portable and easy and makes a great snack.
I know we talked a lot about Greek yogurt the last time.
Yeah, we talked about mixing our fruit with our Greek yogurt, which is really a great thing to do. So this is Greek yogurt, and in this instance, for those of you that are trying to watch your weight or trying to maintain your weight, the Greek yogurt that is plain and no fat is the very best option. And the reason that I'm a big fan of the Greek yogurt is, if you will notice here on the back, one serving, and you probably can't see that, but one serving of Greek yogurt has 23 grams of protein. And so when we look at a normal serving of yogurt that's not Greek yogurt, you're talking about 3 or 4 grams of protein versus 23 grams of protein. And so the Greek yogurt makes a great option in the morning. It has no fat. It does taste rather plain. So I'm going to throw chopped apples in it, or I'm going to throw my banana in it. I might throw some walnuts in it. Strawberries, blueberries, any of those things are going to completely add flavor to it, and they're going to get rid of the kind of tart nature and give it a little sweet kick.
Okay.
Okay. And your cereal, a quarter cup or so of your cereal thrown in would give it some crunch in the morning, but keep you from having 2 cups of cereal. We reduce that to a quarter cup.
When I do stop to eat in the morning, it is something fast, and it's usually cereal.
Okay, so here would be a great fast breakfast. Maybe some walnuts and a banana. This could go in a bag. It would be very easy. But even, you know, another option would be to make ahead your yogurt and throw your fruit in it and then grab that and go.
Now, these are really familiar. I eat a lot of these things at home. This is a great snack.
A great snack. And, you know, today I brought like the jalapeno, a pepper jack one, because it doesn't just have to be cheddar cheese, and it doesn't just have to be, you know, plain. This has got a little kick to it.
I didn't know they had jalapeno ones.
Yeah, this is a pepper
Karen,
jack.
do you see this? I want these, the jalapeno ones.
So you're grabbing some protein, you're grabbing some good healthy fats. This is going to get you through an hour or two when you're hungry. So if you know that lunch isn't coming until noon and it's only 10:30 in the morning and you're hungry, grab a cheese stick. Also before, and we've talked about these,
This is another great thing. You know, we all love peanut butter, and so do I, but some other types of nut butters include things like almond and cashew butter. So this is an almond butter, which is a really great choice. The almond butter has 7 grams of protein. It also has good, healthy fats. For people with nut allergies, this is completely peanut-free. So this is a way for people with peanut allergies to enjoy it. Take a little bit of your nut butter, smear it on your apple or your peanut butter, and you have got a great snack or a great breakfast.
We got Almond Butter Band. I love those guys. Oh, no, that's Almond Brothers. No, not. I got confused me for a second.
So these are at the grocery store. They come in the frozen food section, and they are somewhere near the frozen pancakes and waffles. And these are called Vita Muffins. And these are just one of many types of things on the shelf. When you start to look, you'll start to notice that there are some crazy healthy options that taste so super good. This muffin has only 100 calories. And for 100 calories, you are getting 9 grams of fiber. So I have a muffin, throw some peanut butter or almond butter on top, and I've got a great breakfast.
And what's with the broth? What are we using this for?
Anything. It makes a great add-in. So instead of adding other richer, more creamy sauces to something, you can use chicken broth in place of that, and it's a great thing to do. Also make soups with it.
Heather Gaither from Metabolic Research Center, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For sharing your breakfast with us. And
Thanks.
I'm going to have some of these almonds now.
Okay,
I'm
go
starving
for
them.
it. Absolutely.
And we'll be right back. Live 850. That's the name of a new app that was created by Jennifer Vigil. Not so new. It's been around almost a year now. Is that right?
Almost a year.
Yeah.
It just recently got launched as being free, though.
Yeah.
So we have quite a few more events listed, quite a few more bands that are putting on their information for live music in the local area. Just a lot more is being added. It's expanding quite quickly.
So just by definition, this thing is a phone app, right? You can put this on your smartphone.
Smartphone app.
You know, and of course, you've
On
got
your
it
tablet.
here on your tablet or whatever. And you can find out what's going on in the Live 850 area code.
Exactly.
We're living it up in the 850 area code.
We go as far as Mexico Beach to Grayton, Santa Rosa, so anything in between.
All right, so if we want to know what's going on this weekend, just download your app. How can we get it?
You can go on Google Play or Apple iTunes, and it's just a free download. Just download it to your phone.
Awesome. So what's happening this weekend? What do we need to know from
This-
Live 850? If we want to live it up in the 850 area code, what's
This
going
weekend, we have a lot of music going on. Friday night, let's see, you have Massalina Cargo playing at G. Foley's.
They're
That's a
really
little
cool,
bit
yeah.
They're great. We also have Heritage. There's back-to-back. Sharkies at the Beach. They have a second show. We have Natalie Reynolds playing around town. The Lucky Dogs are the house band at Lowe's House of Bourbon.
Yes.
You have a lot of things going on. And then for events, we have a ton of stuff going on this weekend. One of the first would be the autism. There's an event for autism that's going
right.
on. That's at the FSU Harley Center.
That's right.
Then we also have...
I will be out of town, but my wife will be there.
It's a great event. It goes
Yeah.
for a scholarship for families affected by autism. You have the first annual wheelchair basketball competition going on this week. And the biggest event probably going on this weekend is the Mr. Surf Shop Pro-Am skimboard competition. It's the largest. It's the largest skimboard competition that starts, I believe, Saturday morning. So just go on the app, get a little bit more information. It's going to be great out there watching the local talent, especially. There's a lot of our young people that are excellent skimboarders.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had competitions for that.
It's been going on for a number of years, and it's actually the largest skimboard competition in the United States right now.
Right here in little old Panama City Beach.
Right here in Panama City Beach. People come from all over to see it.
Isn't that amazing stuff?
It is.
Yeah, and that basketball tournament sounds pretty cool too.
The wheelchair basketball tournament is going to be great. It's going to be at Bay High, I believe. Check your app, make sure for details. And again, it goes for to promote being able to get adults with disabilities into working situations. I think the nonprofit is called Liz Resources Consulting that helps adults with disabilities get employment or develop job skills that they need in order to enter the workforce. So it's a great number of things that are going on this weekend.
That's amazing stuff. So there really is no excuse not to get out and about.
None.
And if you have a smartphone,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's regular things. My paint party with Tana over at Main Street Gallery. I had a great time with some girlfriends. You can bring in a little glass of wine and learn how to paint a picture. And it's a great event. Great events going on.
And those are regular things that you can always count on for the most part.
Regular things. Every single week they have at least a couple of painting classes.
So Live 850. I think this is an idea whose time has come. I want to ask you though, Jennifer, where did this whole concept come from?
I was very frustrated getting in my car, and my husband would say, well, what do you want to do tonight? And we had no plans and no idea what was going on. And without having to go to 8 different Facebook pages or every different, you know, restaurant's website, how was I going to find out what was going on in the area? So I just decided if it wasn't out there, I would make it happen.
Yeah.
So I developed the app, and now it lists everything there is to do and everything there is to see in Panama City area.
It's happened to us when it had been like really cool events that we wouldn't find out about until they were over.
It happens all the time on the news. You don't see it until after
somebody
it's
reports
already
on it.
Exactly.
Well, I think you've got a great app, and it's an easy to get.
Easy to get.
Okay. Free. Live
Free.
850. Jennifer Vigil, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
And have a lot of good fun and be safe out there this weekend.